Welcome, Capricorn. This is Kat's Real Life Mystic Tarot, and I'm here to do your September 2019 reading. I was just meditating on your energy right now, and I had kind of a really brief but interesting vision for you. You were in a bedroom, and you opened the window, and the sash of the window didn't come up from the bottom, but came down from the top. And as soon as you opened the window, in flew spirit, an angel, an angelic being, and it embraced you, kind of melded into you, and gave you this feeling of comfort and warmth and calm. So it was an interesting reading. I understand bringing spirit in, and all you have to do is open the window, open yourself to these ideas. It being in your bedroom, I'm not sure if that's, messages might come through your dreams. It might be opening yourself to intimacy with someone, or just in your relaxation time, coming, allowing spirit in. So that was an interesting vision that I had for you for September. And then I drew a card of the major arcana for you, and I got the Hierophant, depends on how you pronounce it, what you prefer. Anyways, this is a card of tradition, and can be of traditional religion, can be of societal norms and rules. So we'll see how that plays into your reading in a few minutes. Real quickly, because I'm feeling it, I think we need to just take a couple minutes and just, if you can, just gaze into the flame and breathe in, hold it, and breathe out, and let it go. All your worries of work and the day and relationships and people. And again, breathe in, hold, and breathe out. So we'll go ahead and start your reading. I chose, for some reason, my old tarot deck. This is my Gill Tarot, and it's, you can see, pretty well worn. So let's see if you can see it. My light, I don't know if it's giving me a good light here. Okay, so well-worn tarot deck, and then I'm going to use a ViceVersa to clarify. I do a horoscope reading, and my readings are general. Whatever comes up, I'm going to dig deeper into. So if you have a lot of major arcana that's falling into your career houses, I might delve into your career. If you have it in your relationship houses, I may delve into your relationship. So at this point, I can't tell you if this is going to be about relationship, career, spiritual, whatever it might be. I am just briefly, shuffling the cards. I've already shuffled them before I began. Okay. Okay. So already I see there is some activity in your relationship house, your 5th house, and your 6th house of work. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get the clarifier right now so we can delve into this. Wow, Capricorn, you have a lot going on for September. I will start, let's see, let me quickly do the relationship, the 5th house. Okay, in your 5th house, okay, 4 of Pentacles I'm seeing, and Strength in reverse. So you are holding back in this relationship. You don't possibly want to know. You're afraid to push yourself out. You're waiting for the other person to come forward with their feelings. It does feel like a strong relationship to you, but you don't want to be the one to step forward. Maybe it's fairly new and you just are holding back your emotions and your feelings. Be careful that you're not holding back too much. But it does appear that there is a strong bond here. So, yeah, so, okay, a little bit of holding back is okay. You don't want to gush, but at the same time, are you stunting this relationship? So going into your 7th house, your other house of relationship, and I see that this might be an air sign, energy, and that would be Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Not necessarily their sun sign, but they're coming across as kind of an intellect, maybe cool. You know, maybe their emotions seem a little cool and they speak in intellectual terms and not emotional terms. And so that's making you kind of stay, you know, hold back a little bit on that. Now having the 2 of Swords means that there's nothing to be done just yet. You need to sit back and watch and weigh your options and weigh what you're hearing from this other person. It seems to me like it's a fairly new relationship, or it's maybe a relationship that's been at a distance, so you are not super intimate together yet. I'm going to pull 2 more cards. I'll use one of my other tarot decks. Let's see. I'm going to use the Fountain Tarot. And let's just see a little bit more for Capricorn about the holding back and the strength of the relationship. Tell me a little bit about, you know, what kind of strong relationship is this? I mean, what can Capricorn expect? I mean, is this going forward? It seems that he's kind of cool. Okay. Now, Capricorn, this is the Devil in reverse. Okay. So this is actually your card, and I don't know how they put together the Devil with Capricorn, but in any case, to me, usually it means a sense of humor and that sort of thing. But the Devil in reverse. Okay. So the energy in this is that I think that this person or you may be holding back your sexual energies from this relationship at this point. Maybe you've been hurt or they've been hurt, and you don't want to open yourself up for more disappointment or this being the wrong person and that type of thing. Yeah, the Devil in reverse. Now, let me ask a question. Does this Devil in reverse indicate any kind of addiction issues or hidden things, or is it just not wanting to get sexually involved? What does this mean for Capricorn? Strength. So we got strength again in your 5th house. So this is a strong relationship, and there's a holding back of just the intimacy. And being that this person is an air energy, they're intellectualizing, but they're probably thinking of you in other terms as well. But you're holding back and they're holding back. So, yeah, get comfortable, take your time. What is your advice for Capricorn on this relationship? What's your advice for Capricorn going forward? Okay, so the High Priestess. So listen to your intuition when the time is right. Don't let it just happen, but really wait until you feel it on a deep level. Pay attention to his behavior, your behavior. I mean, you may want to try to open up a little bit. Maybe it will help him or her. Sorry, it could be men watching as well, though most of the watchers are female. But and it's really your significant other. not necessarily male, female relationships. But yeah, listen to your intuition. You're going to know. You have a very keen intuition, and just be sensitive to what's going on here. Yeah, like it says, don't make a decision yet. Now, since we were speaking of possible sexual energies that are happening, I'm going to go into your 8th house. Now, your 8th house is about deep psychological issues, taxes, other people's money, and sex. So let's see if anything's coming up there. So I have a Knight of Swords, and I have an Emperor in reverse. So, someone wants to be in charge of these energies. There's someone that likes to be dominant. It could be your, your person of interest. Yes. So this may be what's going on a sexual front. Otherwise, yeah, I think that's what it is. Now let me get just a clarifier on that really quickly and see. What exactly is this, a sexual card that we want to pull, or is this about some other subject? So let's go back to this 8th house. What is happening for Capricorn in the 8th house? Let's talk about that. 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands. Okay. The other thing could be that this person needs, before you guys move forward into relationship, this person probably needs to win a hard-fought battle for your heart in order to put full value on the relationship. So it is wise to hold off for a little bit and let him or her make you their conquest, their mission. Let them fight for you and feel like they earn you. Okay, so this is probably what's going on in this relationship. Okay, so moving on, I'll move into your social groups because there's some social activity going here. I mean, you have a lot of major arcana, Capricorn, so there's a lot going on for you. I have the Sun in reverse and Joy in reverse. So I feel that you may have limited your time with others, or maybe your time on the internet, maybe consciously you're trying to limit how much time you spend to social groups and that type of thing. And that's fine. If it seems like, I'm not getting that you had an addiction to any of that, like just being online and being all that. If you felt you did, then you're, and you need to slow down, you did. But also, I'm also feeling like if you have slowed down, maybe it's because you've been so busy with other things that you haven't really enjoyed, less enjoyment of social interaction, and even with your friends and that. So if you're thinking too much about relationship or too much about work, you might want to consider going out and just enjoying yourself with your friends. Go out, have a happy hour, go out and go to a movie, and just, break up the monotony a little bit. Go out and have a good time with your friends. Okay, so moving into your career houses. Now you also have big energy here. So in your career, and this is the work that you do on a daily basis, the irony of this is you have 2 of the same cards. This is 7 Chariot in reverse, 7 Chariot in reverse. So there is no there's no clarifier for this. It's as clear as it's going to be. Spirit says you're moving on. So you're moving forward, moving on. You could be moving up. You could be moving away from this job, or desiring to move away, or maybe you need to move from this job and you haven't put a foot forward, like put a resume out or done any of those things, or, inquired from, networked a little bit. It looks like whether you like it or not, there's going to be movement up, down, over, or to a new line of work, a new business, whatever. So this is very clearly things are moving on. 10th house, since we're on career and relationship, 10th house is your career. Okay, and I don't know if you're wanting to be or if you are in something that involves beauty. Could involve female, like clothing, makeup, any female interests, something like that. That's for some of you. I'm getting this is not across the board, but there's some suggestions, maybe some interesting input you've gotten from somebody of late that you're not really taking into account because of maybe the source or whatever, but you should, because you're getting some really good input. You're this is a 14 card Temperance in reverse. So basically this is honing your crafter skill. I actually just had a reading for, who did I just do? Crap, I can't remember, but I can't remember which sign, but they also had Temperance. And what I likened it to was, it's kind of like, let's say you make your resume and you have somebody look it over and they give you some tips and points and you're like, okay, yeah, but no, you're not going to change it. You're going to keep it just like it is. And then you give it to somebody else and they kind of say some of the same things and you're still not going to change it. That's the energy we're having from this. So you're getting some input that's quality input that will help you become better, get what you want, have more achievement, any of those things. And you're not taking it into account. So sorry, I have mosquitoes in here and it's making me itch. Mosquitoes. I have my door open with my dogs out. So anyways, so yes, so you need to take into account other people's opinions. This is, and it's out of, I just want to say it's something in a beauty business, but that won't be for everybody, I'm sure. Now let me clarify really quickly, like what is the advice you're getting? What is it concerning that you're not wanting to really take in? What have they told you? What have they told you? Craftsmanship. So it's saying you need to work a little harder on this if this is a new business or something like that. 8 of Cups is of craftsmanship, or it can be that you're overqualified and what are you doing here? Might be the other situation with this. So either getting more training or moving on. Maybe it kind of coincides with those Chariot you had where you should move on because you have a little bit more quality and education than this job really requires, and you can do better and make more money, Capricorn. So maybe take a look at those things. Okay, so now I want to address this. This is another kind of tough energy. This is your self-image right now. So what you're projecting. Something has happened to you. There has been a Ten of Swords event. Something that was pretty ruinous and devastating to you. Like a nightmare occurred and you're recovering and you understand it. You have the Ace of Swords. You understand where it came from, what it was about. It may not have been about you. It may have been about what's going on in the company. It may be what's going on with another relationship or something. You understand it. Nonetheless, you're suffering the consequences. So right now, people are seeing you this way. Doesn't matter how people are seeing you. This is how you come across, is you've been through something, you understand it, you're putting one foot in front of the other and getting past it. Okay. And so now in your second house, I'm getting, gosh, so many major arcana, I can't get over it. Okay, so the Strength in reverse again. So there's this really, kind of a strength issue. So becoming strong, I think after what has happened to you, whatever this was, that's affected you so deeply and kind of publicly because people have seen it. So I don't know, it could be anything. Could be a death in the family. It could have been something happening to your house or a car accident, anything like that. But it's something that people do realize has happened to you. In your second house of values, let's see, you're having a calling and you're not feeling strong enough. So you do know that there's something you're able to do. There's something that your talent, where your talent lies. But right at the moment, you're not feeling the strength to pursue it. Right at the moment, you're gathering that strength. So, but you are having a calling, you are aware of your talent, you are aware of what you can provide to the world, you are being repeatedly called to provide this, but you're taking the time right now to recover. You're kind of in recovery mode, you're finding your strength again. So, and you have strength in abundance. And because this also came up in your 5th house, I feel like maybe the partnership is somehow involved with you recovering your strength. Maybe this person is a good influence on you, has good input. I mean, they're sword energy, so they are quite intelligent. So you might want to just run it past them, some of the things that you're going through, and help them to help you. It will help them to help you, you know, be able to fully understand, and you do understand what happened to you, but to assimilate it and to move on with your calling, with your talents. Your 3rd house of your mind. Okay, the 3rd house of your mind, what's going on with you here is you're thinking about becoming healthy or healthier. You do have your mind, and you're an earth sign. Most earth signs are real aware and probably, I don't know, mostly stay on track with some of that, with a few blips. So getting back on track with your health. I see you with green drinks and kale and exercise and all that stuff. I do see you doing that. So Capricorn, yeah. So in your mind, you're thinking, okay, I'm going to start with the physical, and then we'll get to the spiritual healing, and we're going to move on from there. And like I said, consult with your relationship friend. This will bring more intimacy, although not sexual intimacy. It will bring more intimacy to your relationship. And let them earn it. Let them be your knight in shining armor. Let them provide you. Let them give to you. Some of us are not good. We're good at giving and not receiving. And I'm getting the sense here that you need to receive. You need to receive. And that becomes a reciprocal relationship, and it becomes a valid relationship, because there needs to be a give and a receive on both sides. Okay, so in your 4th house, of home, I don't see anything of trouble here. You're pretty dominant in your home, so you take control of things that go on in your home. So there's that. And you love your home. So you love to be at home. You have a lot of compassion. You probably have pets. Maybe you like to train your pets, because with the King of Wands energy, and you love them. So this is what your home, your foundation. This is also a good place for you, for your nurturing and healing that's going on. Real quickly, because you also have a major arcana in your 9th house, and this is your house of higher learning and religion. There's a new start, and you're going to release control, Capricorn. And I'm getting that because we had the Hierophant earlier in the reading, I'm getting you might be trying out a new church, a new religion, a new approach, a new metaphysics, new something. And it's telling you, go ahead and set off there and let go a little bit. So there's a little bit of a sense of letting go. And I think this is very important to you, since it did come out as the major arcana. And the Hierophant also signifies like a love, you know, a marriage. It could be a marriage. So you might be starting to build that type of intimacy that could create a marriage with this knight, King of Swords. It was a king, right? I think it was a king. Yeah, King of Swords energy. And it's going to go slowly, and you need to keep it slow. And then also the new start with the religious, spiritual. Spirit wants to come in and nurture you. At this time, you kind of need a little bit of support, and you need to allow Spirit to support you, and your relationship to support you, and your friends to support you. You've been through a tough time. You get it. You understand it, but you need a little bit of support. And everyone will give it to you because you've given it to others. So that's your reading for September. Real quickly, I'll just get, if there's a quick intuition that Spirit wants you to know, Capricorn, it will come out here. So let's see, Spirit, please, if there's anything Capricorn needs to know for September. They have a pretty strong ride going on in September. Let us know. The Observer. So it's telling me that not only experience these things, but take account of what is happening to you. These are what your life story is made of, what's going on this month. All of these things that are happening to you are pivotal in your life as your life unfolds. So you're having pivotal events this month. And yeah, really observe from the outside and experience this, because this is going to change your life. You're going to have some life-changing processes. Now, I'm not saying your life is going to change in September. I'm saying the beginnings, the impetus, all these things are happening right now, 2019, September, Capricorn. I'm just going to give you one little inspiration, maybe a mantra. Let's see what we get. This is the universe has your back. The universe has my back. And let's just get this real quickly. Capricorn, I'm so excited for you. I mean, it's a lot to handle, but you have the strength. It's saying you have the strength. Rest yourself. Get some help. Let Spirit in. Let those help you. The window opening is letting those in to help you. Your mantra. When I lean toward love, I am led. When I lean toward love, I am led. Have a beautiful September, Capricorn. Good luck to you. I'm so excited for you. These are the times of your life that you remember forever. So enjoy, and I'll talk to you soon.